What's good, y'all? It's your boy D-Thing here. Tuned in on the Sofa Podcast.
It's your boy Chris, always bringing you the calm vibes, man. You know that. And today, we have another guest
Yes, we do.
coming up to kick it with us, D.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Far Rock.
Yes, sir. You already know your boy Rayskii coming from Far Rock. Let's
Yes,
do it.
sir.
Sir, Queens, man.
Big
There's a bunch of Queens heads in the building
That's
today.
a fact.
son.
Queens get the
fact.
money.
We
You know
all
that.
Queens heads.
Queens, we here.
We
That's
all
a
from,
fact.
well, y'all from the same part.
We from
I'm
the Rock.
I'm from the Spanish side. I'm from like Woodhaven,
Yeah.
Jamaica, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm saying that shit still count though.
It's still,
we all
that's a
Queens,
fact.
so
That's
Queens
a
get the
fact.
money. I know
Yeah.
that. So how we feeling today, y'all?
I'm feeling good, man. Besides the weather being the way it is, I'm feeling all right.
It's always, bro. It's every Saturday. Saturday.
We can never get a good Saturday.
Every Saturday.
At all.
It's just, it's
Never
it's
get a
always
good
raining,
Saturday, bro.
It's always raining, bro.
Real talk.
Fucking tired, son. I've been working like a motherfucker, bro. Motherfucker.
Work don't stop, man.
Money don't ever stop,
It
son.
don't
Always
stop.
gotta keep going.
Yeah.
You gotta keep going. That's a fact. That's a fact. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm valid, bro, man. I ain't gonna lie. The weather, like you said,
Yeah.
switch things up, but
That's
I'm
a
saying
fact.
we here, so
That's
we
a
Gucci.
fact.
It's that New York weather, son. I hate it, bro.
You know, we both from the Rock, so tell us some stuff about you, man. You know what I'm saying? What was it like growing up in the Rock? Talk to me.
Wait, I got a question because this is like when I used to go to Far Rockaway, like a lot. There was always different parts that you had to stay out of. Like there was always Redfern. There was always what was the other one? It was Redfern and what was always the hood?
Or Pink Fern.
Nah, it was Redfern and the other hood that's like right there.
That's Pink Fern.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Pink
Pink
Yeah,
Fern?
that's Pink Fern.
Bro. I used to stay away from those areas because I used to hear there was a lot of shit. What area of the Rock you from?
I'm from the 50s.
From the
Yeah.
50s?
Yeah, I'm from Auburn. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But I just say the 50s in whole because that's just really the whole part of where I grew up at. But I really grew up in the whole Far Rock in general. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, how was
Every
it growing
part.
up though? Like
Yeah.
from youngin', how was it growing up?
I mean, I would say it was fun, but I'm gonna be real. It was always dangerous.
Yeah.
you
That's
know.
a
But
fact. That's a fact.
it was a good time. I ain't gonna lie. Like now it's a little different, but before we was having fun
Yeah.
and the bullshit was going on, but we ain't really.
Try to stay away from
Yeah,
that.
we was out of that.
We
shit,
was out of
you know
that.
what I'm
That's a
saying? So
fact.
That
That's a fact.
shit really helped us, but it taught us, just like every other hood, like grimy, gutter, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
that's a
murder, and all that other bullshit. But it happened, but it
It's a
raised some
fact.
good people. I say that.
Nah, it did
For
though.
sure.
There's a lot
That's
of
a
talent.
fact.
There's a lot of talent, low key coming out of Far Rock, bro.
In fact,
There's a lot of talent.
we got the good ball players, we got rappers, we got singers.
A little bit of
You
mix
know what
of
I'm saying? We got a little bit of everything in the Rock.
Far Rock low key, but Far Rock need to be respected. So.
That's a fact. And I don't know if people already respect us. You know what I'm saying? We got a living legend that was there, Stack. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple of
Peace,
artists
for
that's
sure.
coming up in the Rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give my shout outs right now. Shout out to King.
For sure.
Shout out to my bro Dev.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? My bro Eli.
For
Go
sure.
check their music out. Shout out to my bro Ray right here. He
for
doing
sure.
his thing. He coming up right now.
It's a lot of
It's a lot of
people,
more
bro.
people out there. Shout out to all of y'all for real. Like
That's
that's
a
a
fact.
fact.
Shout out.
Fall Rock in the building.
Nah, yeah, we here.
Yeah, man. Like, what made you want to get into rapping though? Like, what inspired you to rap?
See, I really didn't just jump into rap.
Mhm.
Like I evaluated it first.
Yeah.
So at first I was hooping. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? But I always had music somewhere in the
Yeah.
realm of it. So
Mhm.
I just never let it go. And as time went on, like, my first Blackberry, my
Yeah.
first notebook, you know what I'm saying? From 4th grade on, I always kept like notes.
Mhm.
So it was like, all right, let me just keep this here, like,
Yeah.
just in case. You
Mhm.
never know.
That's
but
a fact. That's a fact.
it just got to a point where, like, all right, this the only way I could express myself if I really want to.
Through
so
the
it's
music.
Yeah.
like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
For sure.
With the
That's
words,
what's
of
up
course.
though. That's real talk, son. Like,
All right.
I just seen you come a long way. I remember when we used to play ball together.
Nah,
you know what I'm
for
saying? Since the
sure.
days. You
Nah,
know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like
For sure.
words,
Came a long
son.
way, bro.
Like you said before, like growing up in the Rock was like it was. We had good times in the Rock. Like we really did, especially growing up. Like you said before, like it was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
But we wasn't in the mix of all that shit. We knew about it, but niggas wasn't a part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was playing
Word.
ball, niggas was traveling, niggas was outside playing man, all types of shit. You know,
You gotta
but
stay away from the bullshit, son.
You
Because
really
bullshit,
do.
the bullshit gets you
That's
fucked
a fact.
up. Try
That's
to
a
fucked
fact.
up, son.
Thousand
Like,
it really do though, son.
1000%.
That's a fact.
You said you was playing ball first though, right?
Nah,
And then
yeah,
you
for
said that
sure.
you always kept music like next to you, always
Yeah.
around. With it like, because I feel like a lot of ball players like, you know, not to say that y'all couldn't make it, y'all didn't have the potential to make it, but I feel like for us ball players, because I used to, obviously we all play ball.
Yeah,
You
of
know,
course.
I
Yeah.
played ball with you. I played ball
No,
with
for
you a
sure.
long time though.
Mhm.
And for me, like music was always the thing that always like had me locked in. Like, you know, there was always like specific songs, specific genres that I would listen to before games.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Before fucking
Yeah.
Knicks on Saturdays and shit.
That's a fact.
My question to you is, what's your favorite genre of music? Because I have a wide variety, bro.
Nah,
Like,
for sure.
I listen to a lot of
Yeah.
everything, bro.
Me too.
1000%.
You
That's
know
a
what I mean,
fact.
son? So it's like, what would you listen to before you used to get into your
See,
mode?
and that's what I'm gonna say. It depends on the mood.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, sometimes when I'm super anxious, I catch myself listening to some breezy just to
Yeah.
like mellow me down.
Yeah, that's a
You feel me?
fact.
Like, I
Nothing wrong
remember,
with Breezy.
That's
I'm saying,
that's
like, come on,
that's
huh?
my
for
man.
sure.
I bump,
Even
yeah.
8th grade, like when I was little, nigga, Party in the USA was going crazy
Yeah.
at a point in
Miley
That's a
time.
Cyrus,
fact.
Miley Cyrus came out with the banger, son.
It's just like
Yeah.
the music. It just depend on the vibe. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
And if I'm trying to get hyped up, of course you're gonna listen to something more up tempo.
Of
But
course.
it could go anywhere. Like really, hip hop,
That's a
rap,
fact. That's a fact.
whatever, for
That's a
sure.
fact.
All right. My next question is, what genre of music
Mhm.
got you inspired to like start writing music yourself?
Hip hop for sure.
Hip hop.
You
I can
sure?
tell you exact song. Like I remember my mom's came home to get me. She got off at like 11. Word. So we driving home. I fell asleep in the back.
Yeah.
So you just hear like dun 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 dun
Mhm.
dun dun. I'm like, hold on. I woke up on my sleep. She changed the channel. I'm like, wait, hold on, man, go back. Then you hear L Cool J just going crazy.
Yeah,
I'm in the back of my mind. I hear my I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, yo. Then the beat drop. I'm like, that feeling. I'm like, yo, what's
Yeah.
going on?
I could do this too.
Yo, I'm like,
yeah.
nah, that was crazy. If that can make me feel like that,
Mhm.
that's something.
Yeah,
Word.
it's like imagine like what you could put out there and make people feel the same way how you feel about that person's music. You know what I'm saying?
word.
Like I bump your music. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I always show love. I
Appreciate
support.
you, bro.
Support
Word.
is free.
Nah,
you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? You know what I'm
It's a
saying? Like it's always free.
Word.
But I definitely bump your music too. Like you got some heat.
Nah,
I give you that. You
appreciate
feel
you,
me?
bro.
Like
Word.
it's definitely a blessing
Mean
to
a
hear
lot.
that.
Word.
Real talk. But man,
Listen, the Queens rappers will do it to you, son. I'm not gonna lie. The first person I ever listened to that got me into hip hop for real
Mhm.
was 50. I
Yeah.
kid you not. Till this
Yeah.
day, 50 is still my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah,
Not of
50
all time, but you know, for my
Yeah,
generation,
50 got
that
it. Yeah.
he got it for me.
He
son.
got classics. Like,
Him, Nas,
Mhm.
you got fucking Mobb Deep, like yo, bro, shit like that.
yeah.
That should be having me. That's the main thing I listen to nowadays. Like, cause but I be saying it a lot nowadays because I feel like music obviously has like a big impact on people's lives.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So this generation of music is very iffy to me nowadays. Like, cause I feel like not a lot of rappers bring a lot of lyricism.
Mhm.
You know, they don't bring like a lot of bars. And to me, music is everything, bro. Cause music is life to me, bro. Like I listen to that
Yeah.
shit every day on my commutes,
Me too.
before I play ball, like before anything, bro.
Mhm.
So it's just like, fuck, I forgot the question I was about to ask. Kind of just like, fuck, did I forget my question? Did I forget
Yo,
my
it happens. Yo,
question?
it's that weather
Nah,
today,
yeah,
man.
for
Fucking
sure.
weather, bro.
It's all right, man.
Fuck.
You gonna get it going. It's all
Yeah,
right.
it's a fact.
Yeah, what was I saying? Fucking-
It'll come back around though.
Yeah,
For a fact.
it's just, bro. Music is very inspirational, son. And I took it. I keep that shit every day, son. I keep that shit next to me.
Nah,
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna lie. At some point, I wanted to start writing music. I felt
Mhm.
like I had the potential,
nah, for
but
sure.
it's just when I stepped in the booth for the first time, it's kind of like I got stage fright. And
Yeah.
but there was like nobody in front of me. But I was like, you see, obviously the people that helping you
Yeah,
make the
yeah,
music.
that's a fact.
Yo, bro, like it just wasn't for me, bro.
And that's,
I felt like I had a couple bars, a couple punchlines, but that was about it, bro. That was the end of my career, son.
that's what kind of got me into it, though.
Mhm.
I went to the studio for my first time, probably like 5 years ago, and I went in there, and it was just like, nah, this sound like me. Like,
yeah.
it was just too many signs just coming like, nah, I gotta keep doing
Gotta
this.
keep
Like,
going. That's a fact.
from the first songs,
Mhm.
like, and I've been writing forever, bro.
Mhm.
Like, literally, like, since I've been playing ball. So for me to just switch over, like, And that's the thing. You said like the people who play ball like feel like they didn't make it. Nah, bro. Like me, I closed that chapter for myself. Like, you know when they say you gotta know when to pivot?
Yeah.
I knew it was time to pivot. Like just based off like how my season went the first year, like my life is dictated off a coach. Nah, I'ma close this chapter now, knowing I can play next year, and I'ma put my focus now towards
something else,
going towards this music, you know? So it was just the opening, like, all right, let's run with it.
You transition that lane, like you know what I'm saying? It's cool to do that though. I like when people actually do that, not just stay focused on one thing.
Nah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Because you always gotta know if there's something else out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I fucked with that you fit, like that you transferred your whole lane, you shift your lane and went somewhere else. Is there anybody in the rock that you want to work with? Or
yeah, I want to work with everybody.
You want to work with everybody?
For sure. The
Give me
Kings,
some names,
the
man.
Devils,
Yeah,
the Raggedy, you know what I'm saying? Like freaking, who else? The Flags.
Yeah.
Shit, everybody that's pushing something in the rock I want to work with. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I'm just
of course.
working on myself in the process, and then the right time, I feel like everything going to work out.
It's going to happen because, you know, Fall Rock, we show love.
Nah, for sure.
You know, like no matter how much the beef might be out there and shit like that, niggas going to listen to that music because they can relate.
100%.
Especially if they going through something that day and your music is speaking to them, they going to play your shit back, play it back. They can relate. You know, that's what like we all say here. Like, you know, music is a way of expressing yourself. So when I listen to music too, and I'm in a bad mood, I might listen to some Rod Wave, some Honcho, or music like that. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna get me in the mood, like the Baby, Lil Baby. Them niggas I be listening to them niggas, and right then and there, I'm out the mood.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, music is a good way of expressing yourself. That's a fact, though.
Even like. What I'm learning now with music, like I'm not limiting myself to just like music. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at myself as just an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at Drake, you know what I'm saying? He look at himself as a business.
As a business.
It's not just I'm just an artist. Like I could also express myself through clothes. Like I do merch. I do merch drops. So it's like it comes in different facets. So I'm learning like it's not just hair, but this is like the starting point of something else, you know?
That's a fact.
Just gotta build.
You just gotta keep going. Like I tell people every time they come up here, like the first two guests that came up here, you gotta always just, like I said, put your mind to it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that you can't do.
Exactly.
That's a mental thing.
Exactly.
You know, keep going. Just stay perfecting your craft, stay motivated, dedicated, and be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going in that direction. Like that's what you think that's what's best for you. Keep doing it. Keep going. Like don't stop for nobody. Can't nobody do this shit but you.
And it's crazy because you say don't stop. I got to a point where I was being consistent for a little period, but you know life happened.
Yeah, of
course. And it forced me to like sit down for a little minute, and then you just come back to it like all right, cool. If this is something that I really want, you gonna really stay with it. And in my mind, I'm like, yo. I want to do a podcast. Like, I want to get my vibe out.
Yeah.
And it's like, everything happened right alignment. You feel me? So it's like,
it's God, man.
When you staying at it, slowly but surely, like, it'll come through. And
that's a fact.
It's happening for sure. So I appreciate
that's why I said, too, that's why I started this platform, too, because I always wanted to do a podcast.
Right.
As much as I look at podcasts and hear podcasts on a regular, I'm like, like, I got to start my own podcast. So I watch a lot of podcasts, like $1 Million Worth of Game, the Joe Budden podcast, Drink Champs, all those podcasts. Those just inspired me. And I'm looking at it like, yo, I could do this. You know, I was procrastinating for like 2 years. You know, I'm like, damn, I don't know if I got it in me, but nah, let me go ahead and go through with this shit, you know? So now I officially say, 2025, I'm starting my podcast up. I made it I made it official, starting my podcast up. This year, I'm taking over with the acting. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, I'm about to start back to acting again, filming again. So just like, I'm not just going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing other shit too. You know, I got to open that door. I got to keep it moving.
One way or another.
You know what I'm saying? I got kids.
You got to keep on working,
You know what I'm saying? So I got to trying to get my family up out of here.
Yeah.
So
First thing.
that's a fact, man. Like I'm really happy that I see people in the rock really elevating though.
Nah, for sure.
Like some people really be elevating. Like like you transitioned into music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We all started with playing sports and
Right.
then went another route. Some people was rapping and they went to playing basketball.
Right.
Like it's vice versa. They be switching.
Nah,
But
yeah.
somebody is doing something though.
Nah, definitely.
You know, and I like that shit. Like I just like to see people from my hometown actually doing shit. Like it's making a name for themselves.
And not even just our hometown, but just our age bracket.
Our
You know what I'm
age
saying?
bracket,
Because,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I would say we the first YNs. Know what I'm saying? Like, before the YNs came now, that was us. Know what I'm saying? So it's like, we caught in between that. If you 25, they look at you as old head now.
Yeah,
you get it? So it's like, all right, we passed that level, but we not yet with the older people. They transition into some whole other shit now.
That's
now they trying to settle down and shit like that. You get me? So it's like, all right, we gotta speak for these little whatever because we know they ain't give us the, know what I'm saying? So we still learning on our own. So it's like, all right, cool. Somebody gotta do something. You feel me? Like, we gotta
that's a fact.
show something.
Somebody gotta, somebody gotta.
We really give, son. Something gotta give.
Yeah, because being in the rock, man, like, you know, as me and you growing up in the rock, you know, like we really seen a lot of shit in the rock.
No, 1,000%.
Like we really did. Like we really had our real good times. Like Chris, when I tell you this, I'm telling you this for we really had good times in the rock, bro. Like we was really outside having good times. Like people still having a good time now.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
But it wasn't like how it was before. We had water fights. Nah, for sure. We was really playing manhunt. We was really going to other.
Your moms could go to work and know that you good because everybody is watching.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like,
listen, I know I've been to the Rock only like, you know, before I moved there when I was when I got kicked out at 15, 16. I had only been to the Rock like a few times before that. So, but every time I went to the Rock, it was always a good experience. The energy was always live. You know what I'm saying? People always outside. And then sometimes, like I always used to see the water fights. I know what y'all talking about. I never experienced it because I ain't really have like friends like that out there. Because so you know, I kept myself away. But I heard a lot of like 50-50 stories. You know what I'm saying? I heard like a lot of good ones. I heard a lot of bad ones. Growing up, did you like? What did you take from? Because obviously we all go through ups and downs. We all go through good experiences, bad experiences. Did you take anything from the bad experiences, and what did it teach you, and how did you put that into your music?
Shit, that's what made me start music.
All the trouble.
All the trouble. You know what I'm saying? Me not being able to say my side of the story and not speak mine's. It's like it gotta come out some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like. What could I say? Like, losing my OG, that was my best friend.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, losing you now, who I'm gonna talk to? You get me? So it's like, along with all the other, this is my only, I know I ain't trying to reach the masses. I just know if you click this, you can hear how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where all the troubles and seeing different traumas have helped me get to the point where I can say, yo, my story, I can write it. You get me?
That's what's up, son. Like a lot of people now, like people that's up and coming right now, all you need is that one good fucking song.
Nah, for sure.
I'm telling you. Like, all you need is that, yo, if y'all know Zeddy Will, yo, you hear him, yo.
Nah, for sure.
My son is really, you know what I'm saying?
He upped it.
Yo.
He upped it.
You know, like, yo, all you need is that one good song. Like, my son was really a content creator, like on you know, TikTok and all this other shit. A funny dude.
Nah, for sure.
He made a song and took it and ran with it. That nigga making hit for hit for hit. He got the song. I know this summer gonna be rocking.
Nah, for sure.
They bumping his music now before the summer come.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got some heat. I ain't gonna front. He got some heat. But like I say, all you need is that one good song and watch how shit open up.
I can't listen to everybody. I haven't listened to Zeddy Will music. I can't listen to everybody.
My son got heat though. He got heat though.
I feel you though. Not for everybody.
Every music, everybody is not for everybody though. Like music.
I'll give everything a try, but like I was saying, like this generation of music is just, I don't know. Some people I can't.
I get you, but that's why I say we like the bridge between that and this because it's like we can still relate to a Zeddy Will and understand what he's saying, but some people want more lyrically conscious.
I've always been like that's what I'm saying. I've always been more like I need to hit bars. So like I've always been. Like I said, I'm a Queens dude, so I've always listened to niggas like 50. I've always listened to niggas like Lloyd Banks.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like Nas. that lyricism for me is like, I need to hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I feel like artists nowadays, they just forget that. They forget that part.
Yeah.
That plays a big part in music, because like, if you need to find a way to, like, obviously everybody has their way of expressing themselves. So everybody is going to understand it differently. It's just, for me, I like I said, I'll give everything a try. I'll listen to it. Always once or twice maybe. And I'll always find, but let me say this, like, there's a lot of things about music nowadays that I like, and mostly is the beats. The beats that people are coming out with are fire.
That's a fact.
It's just the bars. It's just fucking me up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a fact though.
I actually have a question for you, because I haven't listened to your music yet. What kind of, how can I say this? What kind of flow do you have? What do you, or who would you relate your flow to? Like, who do you relate with? Who would you say?
I wouldn't say my flow relate to nobody, and that's kind of a good thing. But I have a lot of influences, so I can say some influences. Like, shit, we could go from, most importantly, I say Drake for sure, because that's my era. Future, Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? But before even all that, my first artist I ever got into, besides LL, was Nas. So I was able to pick up on words and understand what he's saying. Oh, I like that, you know? So I understand when it went from always bars to more production and less bars. So I understand it has to be some type of mix between that. You know what I'm saying? It's just straight production, you know? So
what you got working on right now? Like, any new music they could, you know?
Nah, for sure. I just dropped 2 singles. Worth Wealth.
Yeah.
I just dropped that in the beginning of the year, and I just dropped another single, Young Solo. Definitely getting back into it. That's why I say this podcast really sparked something, because I was on surgery. Now I'm back on my 2 feet. Those 2 singles was the first because I feel like I said, I never got a chance to like have a break. So with having that break, I was able to work on myself. So now that I worked on myself more, I got more stuff to talk about. And I also know how to not just say what's on my mind because I'm trying to catch a flow, but now I'm trying to actually tell you something in my music. You know? And that takes time. And I had to learn that, you know? And so with that, it's like, all right, let's get back into motion. So after this podcast, it's definitely gonna be an upward trend with music, summer coming, so it's definitely here.
For the people that like to reach you, that want to hear your music, can you tell them like where they could find you at?
Nah, you could definitely find me on Instagram. This is Rayskii. You can find me on YouTube. This is Rayskii as well. Shit, this is Rayskii on everything. You know what I'm saying? Also got a Twitch account. You know what I'm saying? This is Rayskii as well. Like,
make sure y'all go tune in, man. Listen to that. Listen, bro got some heat. Trust me.
Remember what D said, support is free.
Support is free.
Exactly.
You know, it ain't hard to support somebody. You know, go ahead and support. Go make sure y'all tune into that. But how you came about, like, for the title of the songs though, like what, like how you came about that, like to think about that, like, yo, this gonna be the title of this song.
Right.
Like, what made you think like that?
I really basically go off for like what I wrote. You know what I'm saying? And what's kind of like the theme of the song, and a word that I say too many times, or like, or if even I got a project and it's a feeling that I'm feeling when that song comes to. So it basically all goes off basically what I write. You know, that's how I come up with the titles of my song.
That's what's up, son. See, yo, listen, you gotta really have focus to actually think for a title of your song, to know what you're gonna be rapping about in your songs. You know, like that shit is dope. Yo, to be honest with you, this is a funny story right here, right? So, you know, Devin, that's my man, you know, that's Flea Gang at the end of the day, right? So we used to be in Dev's basement.
Right.
We used to be making music down there, right? So niggas was like, yo, D, let me hear something. So niggas heard the beat. I'm like, oh, this shit sound all right. I went on the track, had a couple of songs. Like, I got a couple of songs too, though, but I ain't no rapper. I know my lane, you feel me? I ain't no, but I had some shit that was all right, though, too, but I ain't no rapper, though. But that shit do be catchy, though. That shit made you want to, like, oh, yeah, I might have something. Like, nah, that ain't me, though. That really ain't me, though.
Telling you, after that first time in the studio, bro, I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. It's because like don't get me like I was kind of young when I first did it, when I first stepped in the studio, and It was in my boy's studio, my
Mhm.
boy Pat,
Mhm.
fucking 210. Yo, son, I remember I stepped into the basement. I walked down. It looked like some 8 Mile shit. Cause remember that basement
Yeah,
scene?
that
They was all
basement,
chilling in the
yeah.
basement. So it kind of looked dead just like that. So I walked downstairs, and then all of a sudden I just see like a phone booth. Like it looked like a phone booth.
Mhm.
And I was like, yo, bro, that's the booth? He's like, yeah, bro, go ahead and step in that shit. And I remember I was like, yo, I had my little notepad. I had so much shit written down, son. I was like, yo, hit that button that you can make your voice sound lighter. Yo, he threw that button on you, the auto tune shit.
Yeah.
I started fucking with it. I'm like, oh, this shit sound fire. I'm like, I'm about to kill it. Yo, I spit the verse.
Mhm.
I came out. I listened to it. As soon as I listened to it, I'm like, nah, bro, you got to do something. I gave him a notepad. I'm like, yo, go spit that shit or something. But nah, bro.
At least you was real with yourself. Though.
I mean, yo, listen, everything is not for everybody.
1000.
It's really
Some
not, though.
some things are not meant for
Yeah, it's really
everybody.
not.
Let me say it like that. And I just knew off then, like I said, I had a couple punchlines and
Mhm.
everything, but
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't for me, bro. I'd rather be in front of a camera. I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, Twitch. I used to stream. I'd rather do stuff like that, bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's me showing my personality. That's me
Yeah.
expressing myself.
And
That's
that's
a
what we're
fact.
here to do, bro.
What's your end goal with this? Like, what's your end goal with this rapping?
I feel like you got a dream so big that you could just
Yeah.
laugh. You feel me?
Mhm.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Multiple businesses, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Multiple albums and shit like
Yeah.
that. Feeding my family off
Mhm.
of this, you know what I'm saying? And putting other people on and just changing the narrative, I would say. You know what I'm saying? That's really the main goal, just to change the narrative of
That's what's up.
what they,
You
think
looking
about
to
us.
you looking to be like signed, or you want to stay independent? Like, what's
You know what I'm saying? I don't that part I don't think about no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to think about that. Like, oh, do I want to stay independent? Do I want to sign? But like, I just love the music. Like, and I got to the point like, I do this shit for free. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't like if you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
get to a point where the labels can help me and push me past that and it makes sense.
That's a fact.
Let's do
Everything got to make sense. Has anybody reached out to you though? Like,
it. Nah, not yet.
not yet.
Not yet.
I like the fact
For
that you say
sure.
yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah, not
saying? At
yet.
least you know, it could be a
Something
label.
gonna happen soon.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
for
definitely
sure.
gonna happen
It's coming.
soon. Got to
For sure.
manifest that. Like, that's what's up though, son. Like, that really is though.
Hell yeah.
I feel like since we're on the topic of music, I always ask this when these type of conversations come up. I need your top 5.
Mhm.
Top 5 artists of all time.
All time.
Ooh.
All time.
Yeah.
And this is, yo, listen, I kid you not. This
That's
is how
hard,
this
though.
is no,
That's
no,
hard,
but this
though.
is but
Yeah,
this
that's
is how I
wild.
know whether like I said,
I know what you-
fuck with
if
music.
you know
This is
music.
how I know if you know what you're talking about.
Nah, for sure.
So, and I need your top 5 too. Don't play with me, son. I know you. I see you over there still. I need your top 5, son.
Yo.
I'm gonna go Nas straight off the top. That's my number one.
This is in order? In order?
Nah, no
Nah,
order.
no order?
Oh, no order? Okay, go ahead.
No order. I'm gonna go Nas straight off the top.
Shit hard.
I'm
Word.
telling you,
It's
son.
hard.
I'm
It's a
telling
lot of
you.
music, yo. It's a lot of artists,
It's a
yo.
lot of artists.
It's
Son. It's a
hard.
lot of music out there.
But it
son.
depends on what genre though.
Nah,
But you
for
just
sure.
saying off all
I
time?
mean,
Yeah,
so
that's on.
So
It
you said
depends on what
you
genre.
started off with hip hop.
Nah, for
That's
sure.
what influenced
Yeah.
you. So hip hop.
All right, bet.
Today's music though, or like just
I said all
time.
all time, all time,
Bet.
all time.
It's hard, man.
Yeah, you better start thinking over
I'm
there. bro.
definitely
You
still
better start
keeping.
thinking.
I'm definitely still keeping Nas for sure.
I could give you like 3 so far right now.
3.
Yeah. I'm gonna let him go first.
Damn, son.
Shit, see, he got to put that thinking cap on.
That's a fact. I ain't trying to just go
Yep.
out here like that.
Word.
I'm gonna definitely say. I'm gonna say Drake for number 2
All right,
for sure.
definitely.
I'm gonna say Jay-Z for number 3, just off the fact that I didn't understand his music, and now it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah,
It just way much
that's how
more.
I felt too. I ain't gonna lie, I felt like that too.
I'm gonna say him number 3. Shit, nigga said hip hop only. Shit. I'm gonna say Chinks. Number 4.
For those who don't know,
I'm gonna say Chinks.
Chinks.
Hey,
I'm gonna say Chinks.
Chinks had that pain. You hear me?
And that was my time. Like
I was that
that's
yo.
a fact.
That
On
was
the up
that
at
was
that
that
point.
was
That
an
was-
era.
That's a fact. You
That
know?
was that Coke Boys era.
Yo,
Yup.
The whole French Chinks.
yo.
Oh,
Yup.
son, that was an era, bro.
Nah, for
That
real.
definitely was though.
That was
Rest in
one of
peace,
them
Chinks
ones.
too.
R.I.P. Chinks.
Word.
For
Rest in
sure.
peace, Stack.
Chinks.
Rest in peace,
Rest in peace,
Chinks.
Stack, definitely.
Word.
All right, so you
Five.
said Nas,
He said Nas.
Jay-Z,
Nice. Nas, Drake,
Drake,
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z,
Nas, Drake,
Chinks.
Jay-Z, Chinks.
Chinks.
Who that fifth spot? Who in that fifth slot?
That's a hard one. It's
Is
that-
it?
It's always that fifth spot.
Is it?
Damn, bro. Yeah, that fifth spot is wild.
I already got my top five.
Oh, yeah, see, you got your shit.
I got you.
always got my top five.
Easy. I'm gonna go fifth. 100%.
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
1,000.
Yeah.
That's a good top five. I like
Yeah,
that. I like that top five
Appreciate
right there,
that,
bro.
bro.
So
That's
a valid
official.
top five.
That's
a
official.
valid top five.
Alright.
What's your top five? You say you got
My
your
top
shit right here?
five. My top five. I give it to y'all right now. Rakim.
Oh, you going back?
He went there.
Yeah.
We going.
went
So
there.
I go.
Thinking of a
Listen.
master plan
I go.
type shit.
Nah,
Like
you
I
went
go
there.
back, bro. I listen to music, so
Nah,
I'm
you
gonna
know
go
the
Rakim.
origin.
Then I'm gonna go Nas.
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna go fifth. I said I had my top five. I didn't. I had
See,
the
the
first
shit
three.
hard,
I had the first
though,
three. I had
see?
the first
Just
three.
Say anything.
See? Shit hard.
All right. So yeah, Rakim, Nas, fifth.
This shit shocked me. Like, none of y'all putting Jada in y'all top five?
Yo,
Nah, Jada.
that's my
What we
honorable
doing
mention.
here?
I do want to
Word,
say.
that's my
I'll say
honorable
Jada.
mention.
I'll say Jada because Jada's in there.
That's my
Definitely top
honorable
five.
mention.
For the fifth spot. Damn, there's so many, bro. Listen to so much music.
Yeah,
Oh,
this,
man.
this shit hard.
I'm gonna give it to M, cause I fuck with the white boy, bro. And there's no
That's
There's
different. That's
white boy.
different.
There's no white boy better than M.
No,
That's
1,000.
different. I can fuck with that.
1,000.
That's different.
There's
Eminem
nobody.
is
There's
really
no,
different though.
Nah,
That
yeah.
nigga, that
like
nigga's a
don't get me
different breed.
like don't get me wrong, son. Like remember the whole MGK and M beef? I
Yeah.
remember thinking at one point, I'm like, yo, MGK is gonna body this.
Nah, I knew
I-
that wasn't happening.
Yeah, I
Nah,
wasn't
just because of
worried
his
about
flow
that.
and the way he like bro, like
Yeah.
they equal type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Nah,
M
he
is just M is just a little bit better.
He a different
You know what I'm
beast.
saying?
And
He's a different
That's a
animal.
different
He's a different
That
beast.
era
bro.
he came from,
Yeah.
like my son is from 8 Mile Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like that's a
Oh,
different
12
breed.
era,
It'd be-
RIP proof.
Word.
You
Like
know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact.
I tell you one thing right now though.
Uh-huh.
There wouldn't be no M without proof.
Yeah, yeah,
For sure.
yeah, yeah.
There would be no M without proof.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he really helped that man step his game up, son.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
RIP proof, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you my
Sure.
5, man.
Yeah, let me hear your five, son. Let me
I
hear
ain't
your
putting this
five
shit in
real
no
quick.
order or nothing like that, but I'm
Nah,
gonna
it don't gotta be
I'm
in
gonna
order. I
go
just need the top
Jada,
five, son.
Jada
Mhm.
Kiss, Lil Wayne. I'm gonna put Wayne in there.
Sure.
Drake, my man. I fuck with Drake.
It's only
You know,
right.
gotta put Drake in there. This fourth and fifth spots.
Yeah.
It's always the toughest.
Nah, definitely.
Damn. You said all time too.
Listen, if I could have a sixth spot, I tell you right now, J. Cole. That's it.
You give me J. Cole like Rob's. Like I ain't gonna front
J.
you,
Cole.
dude. I thought he was gonna say
J. Cole.
though.
I'll give him that
Nah.
six man of the year right there.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
J. Cole
say
ain't gonna lie.
Jada, Wayne, Drake. I ain't gonna Jada, Drake, Wayne. I'm gonna put for that fourth spot. I'm gonna put damn son.
I'm stuck over
Nah,
here.
for
son.
sure.
Yo, got him
That
stuck.
fourth spot.
That fourth and fifth.
I ain't gonna front because I this was my man for real. He's still there. I'm gonna put Fab.
Fab
Putting
is a
Fab.
lot
People sleep on Fab.
Yeah.
But
Son,
Those
you
soul
gotta-
tape.
nah,
1, 2, and 3?
Nah,
Soul
1,000%. He couldn't miss with those.
Nah, he got to come up with another.
Yo.
He got to come up with number 4.
Those shits
And
he couldn't miss.
He burned every freestyle
That he got
or
on.
single he do.
Fab, you gotta
So
put
it's like,
Fab in
yeah,
that
yeah.
in that 5.
Yeah,
For my fifth spot, man. Damn, so I don't know. This shit really hard. I don't know who I'm gonna put for that fifth spot. Like for that fifth spot though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back for that fifth spot. I don't know,
We
son.
gonna come
Like
back to D for his
Yo.
fifth spot.
For sure.
that shit is hard though. And now if he would have said in this generation, in this time right now, I
Mhm.
could have gave you like a 5 off the back, like
Right.
Of this generation.
yeah.
So let me hit 5 off the bat right
Little Baby,
Mhm.
The Baby,
Mhm.
I'm still gonna put Drake in there.
Okay.
Putting my son Devi in there. That fifth
spot, hard.
That's crazy.
Always got everybody stuck.
Crazy.
Dirk.
Nah, for sure. I definitely say if it's new generation
of music, you gotta put Lil Baby in there. You gotta put the Baby in there. You gotta put Dirk. Drake got two different generations of music.
I stopped listening to Dirk probably after I stopped listening to like Chief Keef and after like Fredo died.
That's crazy.
I stopped listening to Dirk, bro. Cause like when Fredo was still alive and Reese wasn't locked up, I used to listen to all their music. I remember that they was the original, you know what I'm saying, Trap Boy, Glow Boy era. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started listening to like trap music and
to
shit.
Be honest with you, they started that whole drill shit.
They started
we had people from out here, Brooklyn, Queens, whatever, wanting to be on that drill timing. You know what I'm saying? We had all the young niggas thinking they was doing drill shit. Like for real though. Chief Fredo Santana, L.A. Capone, all them niggas had us. Yo,
R.I.P. L.A.
R.I.P. L.A. Capone. That nigga had
what's this one dude? Rondo number 9.
Tay 600. All these niggas in Chicago had niggas thinking like, yo, this the music. They music was lit.
Nah, yeah, they had.
You hear they shit in a party, you going crazy.
You bitches love. So that was the first one that got me.
Can't forget G Herbo.
Of course. Can't forget Bibby.
You can't forget G Herbo, Bibby. Them niggas had It's a list of Chicago rappers. We could keep going on and on, like how we could keep going on and on about New York rappers.
They started the drill. They
started that drill shit. Like for real though. Like now, because before Chicago niggas was really disrespectful.
Oh,
then you had niggas, it got all the way to New York. Now niggas in New York, I'm smoking this nigga. I'm doing this. Them niggas was really killing niggas though. I'm smoking on this nigga. GDK, BDK.
They really meant that shit. When they said they was smoking on something, they really meant that shit.
They really meant that shit. They was really spinning blocks. I'm not saying Brooklyn niggas or whatever, young niggas wasn't really spinning blocks. But them niggas,
they was on a different level with it.
Yeah,
they was really out here not giving a fuck, bro.
They was ruthless. Like,
shout out to Cash though for taking that and putting a New York spin on it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it showed. Music, that influence was there, but New York trying to put a little a little twist and turn. Let's go somewhere from here.
That's a fact. Because Cash Cobain, all them niggas got good music too.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Another drill rapper I want to give it to, and R.I.P. to him, my boy FBG Duck.
Oh,
FBG Duck, my
too.
son had.
I know people that they don't play about.
Yeah,
what was that other dude
King
name?
Von.
What was that other dreadhead dude name?
King Louis.
Nah, King Louis was fire too. Montana 300. Montana 300 had bars.
Yeah,
he had barred up.
Whatever happened to him?
Montana 300. Yeah. You know, some people, look at it like this too.
They still got fell off. Like he just stopped making music.
So because a lot of people a lot of people in this society can't keep up with today's music.
I can't, bro.
You gotta really look at the music artists like Drake, Chris Brown. Like these niggas got records that's from back then that still could play now.
Nah, for sure.
They still be
ain't got new music that's playing now. Like
they know how to adapt.
They know how to adapt. They know how to be versatile. You know what I'm saying? Drake is a versatile
artist. He do everything.
He can do everything. Soca. All types of music. All types of music. Like, that's a blessing though, to be in this generation of still putting music out right now. Niggas are still rocking with you.
For sure.
20 years in?
Yeah.
Come on. You can't cancel the man.
Nah, yeah.
You can't. At the end of the day, even though he had that little situation with him and K-Dot.
It happens to the best of them.
It happens to the best of them. You know what I'm saying? He said some shit. K-Dot said some shit. But
and be like, I feel like we all knew how that one was gonna end. Because Kendrick is.
I didn't know how that was going to end.
I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like I did because
I have not seen Drake lose a battle like that.
Listen, it happens to the best.
It do.
It happens.
I just say we feel like that because I feel like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Prior. You know what I'm saying? So he knew when it's go time, it's go time. And Drake kind of thought like he could just figure it out during the fight, and it just didn't happen like that. Yeah.
You see, because to be honest with you, the way how he did it when it was him going against Meek Mill, it was like that was like a kind of a cake in the park,
exactly,
like a cakewalk.
Yeah, one up.
I kind of looked at it as like a 50 versus Ja Rule, because 50 obviously Ja Rule said something, 50 just bodied him. Like
50,
off rip.
honestly, I think
Like,
50 kind of ended his career.
That's kind of how I looked at it. I'm like, yo, this nigga Drake is coming at Kendrick. I don't know. Kendrick might.
But I give it to Drake though, because I feel
I
Drake
give him A for effort.
I give him A for effort.
I give him that.
Besides Cole, but Cole dipped out the battle though. Drake kept going.
It's different, bro.
It really is though.
I don't know how I felt about that one.
J.
Cole deleting the song, bro.
How you feel about J. Cole doing that?
Yo, let me tell you something. When he dropped it, and I listened to it, I kid you not, I listened to that shit at least 4 times in a row, bro. And I listened to everything.
J. Cole had that shit too, though. I don't know.
Killed him. And then apologized. As soon as he sent out that apology, I'm like, yo, listen, you still top 5, bro, in my book. But that
was crazy.
Nah, that was crazy. When it comes to rap, let me not call it rap beef, because it's never really rap beef. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just 2 artists competing at that point. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of just like a regular rap battle. We see it all the time. URL, Smack TV, you know what I'm saying? UW, like, we see it all the time. It's kind of just like a rap battle.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, it's different. It's
bro.
not, because rap
it's different. It's a different atmosphere.
You see the impact that what Kendrick did to Drake? It's real repercussions of this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And it's no reason for J. Cole just to jump out there. Do I feel like J. Cole couldn't handle himself? I don't think that at all. But why am I jumping into something that this was bound to happen?
Yeah, it was bound to happen. That's
Let me just get up out of here. I'm not trying to get into this for the clicks and the bashing of the.
Because J. Cole,
we ain't trying to do that.
A peaceful type of guy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really. He said what he said. I'm like, oh shit. Sure. He said some shit in that rap battle, in that beef. I'm like, oh shit, like that shit sound fire.
Nah, for sure.
But then he said, I'm like, nah, I'm apologize, make my exit.
Because this don't even sound sincere. Like he really meant to. He didn't want to say that. The people was forcing him. Yo, you gotta say something. You gotta say something. He felt pressured. Like, nah, let me just put something else so he get off my back. And then he realized, like, nah, I should have just never said nothing at all, because
that's a fact.
That's not how I felt.
That's all right.
I understand him. It's 2 sides to that for sure.
It definitely is 2 sides to that. Like that shit was crazy. When he apologized, I was like, yo,
nah, that too. He definitely put it out. He should have kept it.
He should have kept it out.
Yeah,
that shit was a hit, bro. That shit was fire.
Yeah. But that whole Drake and Kendrick, that shit was definitely bound to happen. That's too. Don't get me wrong. How I felt when this shit came out and how it went about, I felt like Drake kind of. Don't get me wrong. K-Dot got hits.
No, for sure.
He got hits too though. But I felt like him going at it with Drake kind of got him back up. Like, pause. It made him actually like, yo, it sparked the flame.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were still listening to Kendrick Lamar's music. He still got a big fan base on this other shit. But I feel like him and Drake going at it, and then he dropped that They Not Like Us track. I feel like Drake kind of got him to.
It definitely boosted him up again. It definitely boosted his.
He's smart. He knew eventually Drake had to have a down moment. He been up too much.
For too long.
So it's like, all right, you putting out Watered Down, you just giving them anything, strike. They been waiting for this moment, and he just capitalized off of it.
And you see what he did too. On top of that, even though that whole situation happened, everybody like, yo, K-Dot won the war, this and that. What he did, he dropped that shit with Party Next Door.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Every song on that track, on that shit was fire.
I mean, I don't feel like they was trying to like get rid of Drake, because you can't get rid of that.
You can't get rid of Drake.
I think they just wanted to punch him in the mouth to say like, yo, all right, relax. Know what I'm saying? Like, know what I'm saying? Like,
but he came back though. It's like he came back because like he made those songs with Party Next Door, and you hear that shit all over TikTok.
For sure.
The dances.
No Kid was the number one song.
Yo, the nigga got what they say he had. The nigga broke the record for number 1 songs every time that he dropped something. I'm like, come on, bro. For 10 years, I think he said 10 years straight. Like, come on, bro. Like, Drake, that nigga.
He got a whole lot though. I ain't gonna lie. He need this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand when they say, yo, Drake, he need to start talking about other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact.
Give them what they need to hear. Stop holding out.
That's a fact. That's a fact though. I agree. But
no, I'm not a big Drake fan, but
I fuck with Drake. Drake got heat.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still stuck on that J. Cole taking that shit down. So I don't know. I'm still
I feel like he gonna make it up, bro.
I'm sorry.
Gonna make it up, bro. He gonna make it up, bro. He has to.
I got a real
He
interesting
always-
question right here.
Mhm.
And it's for my bro right here.
Say that.
Right? Since we was giving out top 5, I can't add you in this, Chris, because I don't know if you listen to fall rock rappers like that. Do you?
I like I said, the only fall rock rapper that I listened to was Stack.
What's that?
And I know Chinks was also from fall rock.
Yeah, that's
I also used to.
Mhm.
So
too.
for you, I'm gonna give you another hard question. It's a
Mhm.
questionnaire right here. Give me your top 5 artists in fall rock.
God damn, bro.
Let's make it Lou, interesting right here.
Keep me out of this
Top
one,
5 artists, whatever era you want to put it in. Give me your top 5 artists. It could be for right now. It could be back then. Give me your top 5 in fall rock.
Not including me, so I'm gonna give myself.
He's like, I'm definitely number 1 spot. So fuck out of here.
I'll put myself somewhere on that
Yeah.
list. But I'm
They
gonna
don't gotta
say
be
for
in no-
sure,
Mhm.
Stack, Chinks. Them
Alright.
two definitely for sure.
All right.
Hmm.
We got 3, 4, and 5.
It's crazy. Number 3, I'm gonna go Deadeye. And
Deadeye?
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Alright.
only say that because I seen that's the first time I seen music videos and like somebody shooting videos
Yeah.
talking about fall rock before I even knew about Stack because Dad was from Edgemere, so it
Mhm.
was easy to see that.
Yeah.
So I'll say him number 3. Shit. That's all right. Can I get an honorable mention?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say King,
All right.
and I'm gonna say Raggedy,
Raggedy.
and my honorable mention is Dev.
All right.
For
I
sure.
respect that.
For
Listen,
sure.
I respect that list, though.
For sure.
I respect that list.
For sure.
I respect that.
I gotta listen to everybody else on that list.
Hmm?
Except for Chinks and Stack. I gotta listen to everybody
Yeah.
else on that list.
King and Dev, they got some heat. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
tune in for sure.
For sure.
I'm gonna tune in for sure.
Word up.
They-
Go bump.
They
He said, go bump that.
Go
Yeah,
bump
definitely.
King Streets and Dev Eyes, son.
shout out to them. I ain't
That's
gonna
it.
lie because they
Yeah.
holding a real big task. Know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And that
that's
shit
a
ain't meant
fact.
for just one person.
That's
Know
a
what I'm saying?
fact.
So
That's a
shout out
fact.
to them for moving and shaking. Know what I'm saying? And putting us on the map for sure.
That's
Rock
a
on the
fact.
map, son.
That's
Word.
a fact. Word. So is there anything, let me ask you this though,
Mhm.
as like you say, you're an up and coming artist yourself. Is there any inspiration or any advice or whatever you could give to up and coming artists as well? Just like how you are up and coming
Mhm.
artists, is there any advice, any inspiration you want to give them?
Shit. Number 1, just believe in yourself.
Mhm.
I feel like that's key. Know what I'm
Always.
saying? And
Yeah.
when you know what you want,
Mhm.
everything is clear. Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, yeah, we like to get like advice and stuff from everybody in here. Like, yes, take like constructive criticism,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, you gotta know what you want
Yeah.
because it's very easy for you to get like sidetracked or a bump in the road coming
Yeah.
and life happen and you be like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and time just go past. So it's like
That's true.
you just gotta be consistent, know what you want, and
That's true.
just love the craft. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's really the journey, not the destination. So this is the fun part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I tell a lot of people too, while you doing this, of course be serious, but have fun.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let a lot of shit pass you by.
Yeah.
Have fun. Like I always tell people, make sure you keep God in your corner. Pray.
Always.
I like what you
Number
said.
one.
Yeah.
Enjoy the journey, not the destination.
That's-
yeah.
I like that
I like
because
it.
I feel
I'm
like
using that for one of my captions.
yeah, it's because like a lot of
Yeah,
a lot
I'm
of
using
people
that.
a lot of people forget to have fun with the journey. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like we all want to get to the destination. That's the end goal.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But you always have to enjoy the journey because that's what gets you to your destination.
Yeah.
And
Just-
like, my fault not to cut you off, but like you said, the traumas and stuff like from back then help.
Yeah,
That's where I understand. Like, you see how far you come from dealing with those problems to where you at now. Now you can look
Yeah.
back like, damn, I really
Yeah.
you can't.
I shook that off. You feel me?
You
So
can't let that shit hold you back. Son.
it show a lot.
You
It's
can't.
just, it's room for
It
growth.
shows your dedication to your craft, son.
Yup.
It just shows the amount of work that you're willing to put in and grow from whatever it is that you experience in your past, son. So,
That's true though.
yeah, son.
I'm definitely taking that what he said though.
Saying, I'm telling
Yo,
you,
I'm taking
that's
that
a
as one of my
hard line
captions.
right
I like
there.
that, like
That's a
quote
hard
unquote. I'm
line
taking
right
that. Yo, and I'm starting to do some shit. I posted on Instagram too recently. Drop gems Mondays. Like I'm gonna drop.
Gem Mondays.
Yeah, I want to start doing that shit. Drop some gems on Mondays and shit. People could pick up like, yo, that's fire. Like, oh yeah, that's true. Like, but yeah, I'm start doing that shit on Mondays.
I used to have a segment on my last Instagram before I forgot my password. Like after I deactivated, I forgot my password. Never got back in. I used to do a thing called daily motivation. So I used to go. Was it daily motivation?
I had some shit called Motivational Mondays. I used to have my shit called Motivational Mondays.
Yeah, it was something like that. But I used to just go on my story and I just used to say words of wisdom, give people some advice just every day, son. Because I feel like every day we need it, son. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not getting it from one person, you're the next. Come follow me on Instagram, nigga, and come see my daily motivation, bro. I be saying some shit, bro.
That's a fact. That's like us when we scroll on. Yo, it's so crazy, right? How the world works, right? It's so crazy that we could be going through some shit that day. We scroll down on Instagram, on social media, and find a meme that like, yo, it matches what the fuck I'm going through today. Like, and it's like, yo, like, and then there's some shit that could be motivational. It could be some shit that could be sad.
Right.
But it's like, damn, like. It's like, is God want me to see this or something? Like, that's how I be looking at it.
That's
like,
the government hearing us. That's the government.
serious,
Like, oh
too,
yeah,
like,
you want to
word.
see something? You want to see something? I got something.
That's a
Motivation
fact.
for
That
you.
shit
Right
crazy,
there.
though.
Boom.
I really
son.
show you like you gotta watch what you think. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
it'll show you exactly what your mind thinking.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna bring up everything that you was thinking.
That's a fact, son. Another advice I could give people too, like just in general though, is to not overshare too much. You know, like what you got in store for you is what you got in store for. That's your vision.
Exactly.
And I'm learning that right now too. Like not to overshare too much because I tend to be like, yo, if I feel like it's good news, I want to share. Cause I want to, you know, I'm just happy at the moment.
1,000.
But sometimes I gotta know to keep certain shit to myself. Cause not all your business needs to be out there. You don't have to share what you really got going on. Let people think what the fuck they want to think.
Exactly.
Like people go, if you sit here and not want to, and you doing shit behind the scenes, and people think that cause you're not posting it or whatever,
Right.
they think the worst. Oh, this nigga ain't doing shit. What the fuck is this nigga doing? Because people be so nosy, they want to know what the fuck
Everybody
you got.
got
They keep
past
tabs on you.
judgments,
You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? But now I'm learning to myself and talk to myself too. Like, yo, don't share too much.
Yeah.
Like, keep that to yourself. Like,
Yo,
for real.
it's funny that you say that because last night I was working. I work at a smoke shop overnight. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody wants some, you know, some goodies overnight, you know what I'm saying? Come hit me on the gram. I got y'all.
I quit.
But nah, I had one of my coworkers with me yesterday. He came through. He wanted to, you know, burn something, so he did. And he's a young bull. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he's very outspoken. He's very lively. You know what I'm saying? He has a young personality. So he's like he's always oversharing and stuff like that. So I was telling him yesterday because he's always asking me for advice, life advice. He's always like, yo, how do I do this? How do I do that? I'm like, yo, bro, listen. Sometimes you don't have to talk to everybody because he was introducing himself to everybody. It's his first time there. So he's introducing himself to everybody who's walking in. He's introducing himself to customers. And I'm over here like, yo, bro, like my whole purpose of bringing you around was so you could get comfortable outside, being around different energies, you know what I'm saying? Because like being around different people when you young and you hanging around the older crowd, because I hang around a bunch of older people.
Yeah, of course.
I hang around a bunch of the older crowd because, you know what I'm saying, they're more experienced. They all about their money. They all about going home to their kids and stuff like that.
Sure.
That's what you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to aspire. I just want to go home. I just want to go to work, make my money, go home.
Go home.
I was telling him the same thing, like, yo, bro, like, not everybody that comes in here, you have to introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta mention everything about you. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. You know what I'm saying? Just kick it. We all smoking. Just relax. But he's just so like amped up and he's just so energetic. Like he just wants to share and share and share. I'm just like, yo, bro, you just gotta chill. So I'm trying to teach him. You know what I'm saying? You can't really overshare with everybody. Not everybody that you encounter is meant to be in your life long term.
Yeah.
So at some point you gotta dictate like, yo, do I want this person in my life long term or short term? Like, the people you want in your life long term, those are the people you overshare with. Those are the people you share your experiences. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to share in depth or anything, but those are the people you share those. You know what I'm saying?
True though.
But,
That's really true.
For sure. It's definitely.
I'm trying to teach him, son. He's a young bull, son. So it's like I got.
He'll learn. He'll get there though. We all went through
Yeah,
that. We all went through that.
Definitely.
Real talk.
I said it in one of the earlier episodes, like, you know what I'm saying? Your 20s is for experience, you know what I'm saying, to go through shit, to learn about life. I was telling him that shit yesterday. I'm like, yo, bro, you're gonna learn. It gets easier as you get older.
As you get older, yeah.
It doesn't get easier.
You just know how to
per
handle
se.
it better.
You just know how to handle it better.
That's a fact. That's a good way of putting that.
Yeah, son.
Yeah.
He'll
get it though.
He wants to come up and chill with us one day. I told him.
Yeah, listen, tell man, this platform, like I said, I tell everybody that when I put it out there, it's to come kick it with us, get a good laugh, good conversation. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Good vibes. You know, like my platform. I want us to be able to have fun on this platform too. We ain't always gotta be on a serious tip and all that shit. Like, well, just come kick it with us. You know what I'm saying? You might have a bad day. Come kick it with us. Like, yo, if you hit me up, like, yo, I want to come up there and come kick it with y'all. Tell my whatever it is. Come kick it with us. Like, at the end of the day, you gonna leave out of here with a good vibe, 100%. A good conversation, and a good laugh. You know what I'm saying? So just come up here, kick it with us. That's why I made it for the Sofa Podcast. Comfortable. Feel at home.
Exactly.
You know, but
comfy.
Today's episode was definitely a good one, though.
Definitely a good one. Yeah. Yo, Ray, appreciate you for joining us today, my brother.
And before we go, though, man.
What happened?
Yo.
I already know what he's about to say.
But the basketball took, who you think won in the finals before we go? Who you think won in the finals?
I already knew it. I seen it come.
Indiana could have won last night. I feel like the refs did some bullshit.
First of all, let me tell y'all this right now. The NBA is rigged. The NBA is rigged.
Yo, Indiana could have won last night.
The fact that they won 2 games so far is mind-boggling to me. Because they won the first game off a fluke, bro.
Nah, you can't say that.
OKC was supposed to breeze through Indiana. And now all of a sudden we're struggling.
But they ball. Indiana balling.
If you know basketball, you know that this OKC had more star power, so it looked better.
Yeah, it looked better. Yeah.
They both been the best team since January.
That's a fact.
If you know that, then they got a high power offense. So I didn't think that OKC was gonna struggle this much.
Yeah.
But I knew they wasn't gonna just sweep them.
And just walk in there thinking, yo, we got this shit before. Jay, he just lost
I said they was
he just lost $1 million thinking that he was going OKC was going to win in Game 5. I knew they wasn't winning in Game 5. It was not being Indiana 4-1.
Yeah.
The way because let me tell you this, right? The Indiana Pacers is playing like a team, right? They're not dependent on just one guy to just put on a show.
Exactly.
OKC, they're relying on Shea to, he going to go out there and drop 30, 40.
Exactly.
And now we got to pick up the rest of where he might not be missing. Like, he could be missing shots. Now we got to come to mind like, yo, we got to add those shots to, like, come on, bro.
But how can you say that when through the first 4 games already, yesterday's game was the only game he had with no assists?
Yeah.
Who, Shea?
Yeah.
But he's only averaging like 5, 6. He ain't really,
he had
how many shots he had? 9,
but that's not. But the only reason the only reason I feel like his assists are getting a little bit lower is because they have to depend more on Shea because he is the MVP of that team.
Bro.
It's attention.
It's attention to detail. Now they are strictly focusing on Shea. All right, we gonna make sure you don't get your shots comfortable. Now you're not worried about getting assists because now you trying to get to your spots. So now he's already out of the game. So now he can't get his bench involved.
Okay.
And the Pacers love to run. So now when you create turnovers, they running.
Yeah.
Open, 3, 3, 3. So it's like as they keep running, it's just like a snowball effect that's why they are in the hole that they in now. Know what I'm saying?
OKC lucky they ain't go up 3-1 last night.
1000%. I went to sleep because
they can't. They can't. I watched. So I got to the shop.
The refs did some wild corny shit last night.
I got to the shop last night with like 6, maybe 7 minutes left, and we was down by like 10. And the fact that I walked outside because I went outside to go smoke real quick. I think it was with my uncle. I came back in the shop, and the fact that we was tied at some point, I was like, I think like 3.5 minutes left. It was like 95. I was just like, yup, OKC coming back, and we're gonna take this game.
The reason why y'all won last night, son, because it's no way in hell, yo.
Yeah, it was supposed to be over last night. I ain't gonna lie.
We were supposed to go up 3-1. Y'all go back home and win in 6. Oh no, we gonna win. Y'all supposed to go home, win that game, and then we gonna come back and win in Indiana.
In 6?
That's a fact. Yes,
but
I feel like.
All right, so I got another question for both of y'all. Do you think that OKC Indiana is going 7 games?
Yes.
Now
Yeah?
that yeah, that
OKC in 7.
now that they tied
OKC
it up,
in 7?
OKC in 7.
So,
You said
but
OKC
that's
in 7?
he still proves my point. I
Ooh.
started saying that OKC was gonna win the playoffs. That's all I said. And I
OKC in 7?
gotta
I
go
did
with them
say
all
they
the
was
way.
gonna sweep Indiana though. That
'cause
part
they got
I fucked up on.
They got home court advantage now. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they go back home. They might win
yeah.
3. They might go up
They not gonna
3-2.
lose at home.
Indiana
OKC
come
not
back
losing at
home.
home.
Even if they lose,
It's kind of like
they
the same
lose
thing with
one
Indiana.
now, they still going back to the crib for game 7.
7, that's
Know
a
what
fact.
I'm
That's
saying?
a
So,
fact.
It's kind of like Indiana. Indiana
Yeah.
don't like losing at home,
Yeah.
and when they do, they feel tight. That's why every time they play again at home, they win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But OKC don't want to lose at home neither, and they're not going to lose in front of the home crowd. So
Yeah.
OKC in
That's a
7,
fact.
man.
yeah,
But-
man. Today was a good day, bro. This was a good episode. Son.
Yeah. I'm jacking this episode.
For sure. One of
Definitely a
them
good
ones.
episode, man. Like I said, this your boy D thing. Tuned in on the Sofa Podcast.
It's your boy Chris.
Yo, it's your boy Rayskii. Shout out to the Sofa Podcast. I'll definitely be back, and it's gonna be more amp for
All
sure.
right, that's a fact. That's a fact. We out.
We out here.
Easy, y'all.